The Marin County Green Business Program has checklists for different businesses and different industry types. Just recently in 2008, we expanded to include the garment cleaning industry with a specific checklist just for them. Karl volunteered to be our very first garment cleaner to do it. He was very excited, had put a lot of work into his business. He actually goes above and beyond in that he trains other garment cleaners on how to make the switch, which I really appreciate. We're very proud to have Karl receive the recognition from the Zero Breast Cancer Group, and we're very proud to have him part of the Marin Green Business Program and leading the way in what garment cleaning can be in the future.
My motivation to making the switch is my caring for my customers, my staff, and myself, and the environment. My father has, for about 20 or so years, have complained about having headaches, and you always wonder if it has anything to do with him being in the dry cleaning industry and using the perk. I have an uncle that passed away from cancer and an aunt that passed away from breast cancer, so it's just the right thing to do to try and eliminate as much solvents as you can, whether they are harmful or not harmful, because sometimes we don't know. We've been trained that you cannot put wools into water, that you cannot put silks into water, and the wet cleaning system that we do is a water-based solution. We have been trained that you cannot do this, yet I am proving that you can. And what we have forgotten is my ancestors in China and our neighboring countries in India and Pakistan have been cleaning clothes for thousands of years in water.
Last year, as chair of the Assembly's Environmental Safety and Toxic Materials Committee, I jointly authored some groundbreaking legislation that got signed by the governor a few months ago, creating the first in the nation green chemistry policy. And that's going to go a long way towards a coherent set of policies to remove toxics from the products that surround us and that get into our body tissue and our bloodstream. But even before that bill was signed by Governor Schwarzenegger, Karl was already taking the perk out of his dry cleaning process. And I really applaud him for that, because it's a risk when you're in a business where no one else is doing it that way, where you have to incur some costs in order to transition to a new type of practice. Fortunately, he's doing it in a community like Marin and in the broader Bay Area, where more and more consumers are demanding that we take toxics out of the products that are all around us, so we don't have to live under this cloud of toxicity that may be contributing to our cancer problems.
I don't feel like an activist, only because when I think of an activist, I think of people marching down the street with thousands of people creating a protest. I am just a little guy changing my little corner of the world and helping my customers, whether they realize it or not, that I'm trying to do something good for them as well as for the environment.